We're searching through our collection and choosing what we consider to be the best of Friday night fights. Every week, only on ESPN. The UEFA Champions League continues on ESPN with Matchday 6, the last games before the knockout round. Live Tuesday, the defending champions FC Porto need a win against the #1 club in the world, Chelsea, if they hope to advance to the knockout round. Then, Group E leading PSV Eindhoven takes on Greek power Panathinaikos. On to London, where the Gunners of Arsenal face Sweden's Rosenborg. The games continue. The UEFA Champions League on ESPN.
This halftime show is presented by Kia Motors. Kia, make every mile count.
This Saturday, which would be December 11th at 9 o'clock Eastern, immediately following our Heisman Trophy presentation, the premiere of an ESPN Original Entertainment movie 3, starring Barry Pepper as Dale Earnhardt. In this clip, Dale gets a little career push from his father, Ralph.
We'll see if Ralph Earnhardt takes his boy Dale to school. Ralph's in the 80, Dale's in the 87. Ralph's got a big old lead. He's lapping the field.
You'll enjoy that Saturday night. Touchdown passes from the youngsters. 2 Roethlisberger, 1 Leftwich. Steelers 14-7 at the half. Third quarter coming up. Enjoy.
ESPN Sport Legends presents the New York Yankees. Despite the fact that baseball is an American sport that has not gained worldwide popularity, everywhere around the world, people know of the New York Yankees.
The Yankees had all the money, they had all the good scouts, they had the best players, they had the best coaches and managers. The Yankees did everything right.
The Yankees represented success, and people like to root for success. Even if you hated them, I like the idea of being somebody that good.
The Yankee dynasty goes from the early 20s to the mid-1960s. Forget about it. If you want to compare that to something, start with the Ming dynasty.
The Yankees won 20 championships between 1922 and 1962. They've added 6 since, including 4 in the last 9 years.
They have developed the most amazing mystique, the most amazing kind of consciousness of baseball.
Head to the gridiron for NFL Sunday Night Football, where the Oakland Raiders upset their divisional rivals, the Denver Broncos, in the snow. Kerry Collins led the attack, throwing for 339 yards and 4 touchdowns, while Jerry Porter caught 3 of them, including the game winner, as the Raiders won 25-24. ESPN celebrates the Oakland Raiders, our athletes of the week. Oh, suddenly it's December and the NFL on ESPN is into its playoff drive. The wild card picture in the NFC will become much clearer after the Cowboys and the Seahawks battle in a must-win game for both clubs. Cowboys-Seahawks live tonight on ESPN. Friday Night Fight special event. With 44 bouts under his belt, Cootie Espada will try to teach a lesson to the 6th-ranked featherweight in the world, but Rocky Juarez is hoping to take over the classroom with his 15th knockout. Friday Night Fight special event on ESPN.
Back in Jacksonville, ready to start the second half, where the Steelers lead the Jaguars 14-7. A couple of young quarterbacks out of the MAC, performing very well in the first half. The edge so far to Roethlisberger, the rookie, who has 9 straight victories, trying to make it 10-0. It's already an NFL record. Coakley and Taylor deep for the Steelers, who will get the ball to start the second half. Coakley lost the ball, got it back. Very fortunate for Pittsburgh. The Steelers at 10-1, trying to maintain home field advantage throughout the playoffs. If they keep winning, they have it. Jacksonville, they can jump over a couple of teams and actually be in pretty good playoff shape.
Jacksonville has to have this football game. There's no question about it. They have to have it.
Well, so far, Byron Leftwich has done an excellent job of running this offense, as has Ben Roethlisberger. The question is, which one is going to make the mistake that makes a difference? Right now, Pittsburgh has a 7-point lead, so it's got to be Jacksonville. It's got to come up with some kind of a play.
Well, so much for experienced quarterbacks, right?
And so much for big school quarterbacks. Here comes the blitz on Roethlisberger. Antoine Randall L. makes the catch up at the 49. Let's go to Susie.
Mike, I asked Bill Cowher what he thought of his young quarterback's play. He said basically flawless, great. I mean, under pressure, he's stepping up. He's reading the blitzes just perfectly. And against this Jaguar D, they knew what to expect. I asked him if this is a benchmark for his young quarterback, because he has struggled a bit the last 2 games. He said absolutely, because with the attitude of this game, knowing for the Jags it's a playoff game, he is playing superbly.
Susie, he has been terrific, and every pass, every run, somebody is getting absolutely drilled in this game.
Ben Roethlisberger has done an excellent job throwing the football. He uses his feet well, but he manages to buy time with it. Does a nice job to Hines Ward, hanging it right into the belly of the defense. Then he steps into one with a little more zip on it and lets Hines do the rest. And now another touchdown pass over the left shoulder behind Mike Peterson, the middle linebacker, to Jay Remersma. 7 for 8, 136 yards.
Doesn't get much better in the controlled passing game with the emphasis on the run. And once again, the swarming defense wraps up Staley. Donovan Darius led the charge. Roethlisberger, 9 straight starts with 25 or less. That hasn't happened since Jim Harbaugh in 1994.
And Ben Roethlisberger understands his position. He knows that he's not going to throw the ball more than 25 times.
That is not the nature of the Steelers, at least not now. 2 years ago it was. Last year it was. Now they're a running team, and this is Randall L. What a move to get away. Randall L. left Deion Grant standing in his tracks, and now there's a marker down at the end of the play.
Offside Jacksonville.
Well, there's another one in the secondary.
Well, I know the first one is offside Jacksonville.
There are 2 fouls on the play, 1 by each team. Offsides, defense number 93. Illegal block in the back, offense number 83. By rule, the penalty's offset. Replay 3rd down.
Chris Doring commits the second one, and that wipes out an 18-yard gain.
That's huge for the Jacksonville Jaguars. You're down 14 points. Coaches have always preached. Excuse me, you're down 7 points. Coaches have always preached the first series on offense and defense in the second half sets the tone for what you want to do. The Jags have an opportunity to get the ball back here by stopping Pittsburgh on this drive.
3rd and 7. No blitz. Roethlisberger under pressure. Throws on the run, stops shy of a first down. Outstanding defense by Jerand Bolden, who comes in their dime defense and has been playing with a bad groin for several weeks.
And really, they didn't know whether he was going to be available. Just starting to get back into it. You talk about a shoestring tackle. There it is on Lee Mays. Just about gets him. But it's enough.
Steelers send on the punt team. And now They go to an odd formation, and they're going to force Jacksonville to use a timeout.
God, that's such great coaching.
That was.
That is such great coaching. You know how valuable those timeouts are at the end of a game, especially when you're in a game that's so close like this. Great job by Bill Cowher.
Third down and 5 from the 32-yard line. The pass is caught by Isaac Cruz, who loses the ball after picking up the first down, and it is picked up and run all the way back for a touchdown.
Trade away an all-star center.
Good defense from Christie. Bryant tries it again.
Christie played him beautifully, but Bryant wouldn't take no for an answer.
Great job by that offensive line.
This to take the lead from 42.
They blocked it.
It was Langston Walker.
What a huge, huge play.
Oh, suddenly it's December and the NFL on ESPN is into its playoff drive. The wild card picture in the NFC will become much clearer after the Cowboys and the Seahawks battle in a must-win game for both clubs. Cowboys-Seahawks live tonight on ESPN. Friday Night Fight special event. With 44 bouts under his belt, Cootie Espada will try to teach a lesson to the 6th-ranked featherweight in the world, but Rocky Juarez is hoping to take over the classroom with his 15th knockout. Friday Night Fight special event on ESPN.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
ESPN Sunday Night Football, brought to you by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of Super Bowl 39. UPS, what can Brown do for you? Mazda, always the soul of a sports car. And Miller, there's good enough and there's better than it has to be. Miller, good call.
Our views from high above, courtesy of Goodyear and its fleet of airships, reminding you to take all of your journeys on the wings of Goodyear. The Steelers have changed their mind. They are out to go for it, at least to show they will go for it. Bettis is in at tailback on 4th and a yard and a half.
No, they're not going to go for it.
Just trying to draw them offside.
Just fooling you.
So good coaching on the other side by the Jaguars not to jump, and the wheels are turning on both sidelines.
Well, and you can take a 5-yard penalty. You're on the 40. You're really in a zone that you really don't want to punt. Want to get him back a little further where he has a chance to.
I love the disciplines of both of these football teams. Both of these coaches have got their football teams not only playing hard, but thinking as the game goes on. So often through the day today, I'm watching guys in the league just do stupid stuff, penalties, all the things that beat you. These two football teams aren't making those kind of mistakes.
And Joe, speaking of that, Jacksonville has not been penalized tonight. That's a heck of a job in this.
Also, that's discipline.
Mike, don't say that.
Have to point these things out. This takes a great bounce for the Steelers, and they cover it inside the 2. 46-yard kick, no return. Tyrone Carter down to down. Gardaki's punt. And Jacksonville will start deep in its own territory.
ESPN Sport Legends presents John McEnroe.
McEnroe is a New Yorker. He's a New Yorker in his crassness and his rudeness and his savvy, how cagey he is, how smart he is, how street smart.
A lot of what people have viewed as sort of classic McEnroe is classic New Yorker. You walk around the city in such a defensive crouch most of the time, you know. You have to protect yourself physically, you have to protect yourself emotionally.
Your skin gets thicker, which in a way is sad because you're sort of cynical of this whole thing. It was a sense of confusion about that, but it also seemed sort of exciting.
People like that he's so candid, I think.
Is that too goddamn far away for you to see? 4 feet too far to see?
There's an old saying, you can always tell a New Yorker, but you can't tell him much.
Simply the finest football on the planet. The top clubs. The elite players. In a quest for the ultimate prize of European football. The UEFA Champions League on ESPN.
On February 6th, Jacksonville will become the 12th city to host the Super Bowl, and they will play host to Super Bowl 39 right here at Alltel Stadium, over 76,000 seats.
It'll be a great venue, too. I mean, there's a bad seat in this house.
This is the first time they have ever sold out every seat in this stadium since they had an NFL franchise, even obstructed view seats. That ball was dropped by Chris Fuamatu-Ma'afala, and he had a chance to pick up at least 5 yards.
We saw Ben Roethlisberger and what he's been able to do. Byron Leftwich is not going to move around a whole lot, but he's one tough customer. There you see him get leveled by Joey Porter right in the chest and delivers a strike. Now the rocket to Troy Edwards. Good job, gets out of Chris Hope's grasp, winds up in the end zone. Tied it up at 7 at that point.
I'll tell you, I like the first play they called. They're down on the 2-yard line. They ran a play action. He threw the ball.
Got to catch it, though.
That's true.
Taylor back in as the tailback. Leftwich to throw again under pressure over the middle. A strike to Todd Yoder, the tight end. Yoder across midfield to the Steeler 43. Chris Hope finally got him, but he gained 55 yards.
Chris Yoder was wide open. No one, and I mean, Todd Yoder comes out of there, number 83. Nobody covered him. It's like he wasn't even on the field. I mean,
what a great job by that offensive line. You're backed up. Watch the protection. Look at the time Byron Leftwich has. Look at this line work. Steps up in the middle of the football field. You're right, Paulie. They're in a soul around him.
There's nobody around him. They forgot about covering him. And that's Chris Hope, number 28, who left the middle of the field.
And Yoder, long ago and far away, was a wide receiver when he played at Vanderbilt. Leftwich again underneath and missed Taylor. I don't know about you guys. I cannot remember a more physical football game. These people are just creaming each other.
Well, and I'll tell you what they're doing, and they're doing it legally. That's the amazing part about it. They are knocking each other around. That time Joey Porter hit Leftwich again, but they're doing it legally.
And when you hit quarterbacks, there's not a whole lot of room to hit them legally. You can't get him around the knees. You can't get him in the head. It's just that I think he's got a flak jacket on his chest.
Second and 10. Little toss to Taylor. No. He'll pick up maybe a yard. Larry Foote, who has done a nice job for the injured Kendrell Bell at inside linebacker.
Well, one of the things you don't do, Joe, against this football team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, is any kind of delay like that. If you're going to run at these guys, run straight at them. Don't give these guys a chance to react. They've got too much speed on their defense.
Kendrell Bell, another one of the Steelers that's hurt that Bill Cowher hopes he'll get back. Of course, Plexico Burress is down as well.
Big third down here from just outside the Steeler 40. Leftwich guns it to Edwards. Edwards 10, 5 inside the 5, first and goal. Steuben's made the tackle, but Troy Edwards, the one-time Steeler, is having a huge game.
I don't believe that you can not go after Byron Leftwich. The Steelers decide to rush only 4, but look at the pinpoint passing. Watch this. There's very little margin to put that. Deshae Townsend's right next to him, but it doesn't matter.
Joe, I'll tell you, the guy that had a shot, look at Leftwich wind up and throw this ball. Ferrier, number 51, he really thought he was going to knock the ball down. That ball was already by him when he got there.
That baby was humming. Taylor picks up a tough yard. Edwards, who had 358 yards receiving, coming into this game through 11 games, has 89 tonight. Here was a guy who was the 13th overall pick in the draft by the Steelers all the way back in '99. Really never produced. They looked for him to have big numbers, never did it. Boy, tonight's a coming out party for him.
Average only 10-8 a reception. Down here at the goal line, you got, I mean, a quarterback draw would not be a bad thing with Byron Leftwich. He's not going to necessarily run away from anybody, but he doesn't have far to go to get to the end zone.
He's got an empty backfield right now, and he tries the fade, and it's over the wrong shoulder of Yoder. Yoder never even got turned around, and the ball went out of bounds, so now it's third down.
See, I'm not a big fan of asking guys that aren't comfortable doing things, trying to make plays. Here you're trying to ask Todd Yoder to catch a fade over the outside part of his shoulder and adjust his body. And Byron Leftwich just can't be that comfortable with it. When you get down towards the goal line, you've got to put the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Here you look for Jimmy Smith, or you look for Fred Taylor coming out of the backfield. But those are the guys that have to get open for you. Or Reggie Williams, even the young rookie, a big guy.
Smith goes to the top of your screen. Taylor is back in the game. Now they'll throw to Smith, and that was defended by Ike Taylor.
Well, hit Ike Taylor in the back with the ball. That ball should have been up in the air. It was thrown straight at him.
And
Ike Taylor
was drilled again.
Well, he's been getting drilled all night. But look at this. Taylor is there. He's trying to make a turn, and the ball hits him right in the back. Jimmy Smith has no chance. Now, Leftwich is going to throw, and then he's going to get smacked.
That's roughing. Okay,
boy, it sure is.
If you, that is roughing the passer. I mean, it is. If you're going to call the rules, call it that way. It's roughing the passer.
You are also going to hear some people say, well, Ike Taylor was face guarding. There is no face guarding in the National Football League. You do not have to turn around. He did not interfere. He just was very fortunate the ball hit him in the back.
When the quarterback lets the football go, you can't touch him. You can't handle him. That time, Kimo grabbed him and put him down gently, but still, you can't handle him.
Hansen, who missed from 32, sneaks one in from 20. Excuse me, Scobie. And it's 14-10.
Oh, suddenly it's December and the NFL on ESPN is into its playoff drive. The wild card picture in the NFC will become much clearer after the Cowboys and the Seahawks battle in a must-win game for both clubs. Cowboys-Seahawks live tonight on ESPN.
The NFL on ESPN. 2 games each and every week. Oh, that hurts. These guys are tough. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Oh. The NFL on ESPN. The NFL on ESPN. 2 games each and every week. Oh, that hurts. These guys are tough. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Oh. The NFL on ESPN.
Three minutes of punishment. 10 rounds of action. And sometimes you can describe them as the best rounds of the year. We're searching through our collection and choosing what we consider to be the best of Friday night fights. Every week, only on ESPN.
It was a drive that Jacksonville started on its own 2-yard line. They got deep in Steeler territory. They nearly went end-to-end with the thing and ended up with only 3 points. And Sean Leftwich shaken after the final series. Excuse me, Byron Leftwich.
Just remember Sir Byron.
Lord Byron.
Whatever.
Byron, whatever.
Steelers will take a knee. Coakley, and they'll take it out of the 20-yard line. Von Oelhoffen puts down the quarterback.
To the gridiron for NFL Sunday Night Football, where the Oakland Raiders upset their divisional rivals, the Denver Broncos, in the snow. Kerry Collins led the attack, throwing for 339 yards and 4 touchdowns, while Jerry Porter caught 3 of them, including the game winner, as the Raiders won 25-24. ESPN celebrates the Oakland Raiders, our athletes of the week. Friday Night Fight special event. With 44 bouts under his belt, Cootie Espada will try to teach a lesson to the 6th-ranked featherweight in the world, but Rocky Juarez is hoping to take over the classroom with his 15th knockout. Friday Night Fight special event on ESPN.
Terrific ball game from Jacksonville, Florida. The Steelers on top of the Jaguars, 14-10. Pittsburgh starts from its own 20. 76,877, and maybe some standing room in here tonight. Roethlisberger, play action. Randall L. knocked away. Dwayne Washington got down and knocked it away. There is a flag back where they normally call motion penalties, holds, which is
holding. Offense number 35. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Dan Kreider, the fullback, trying to protect Roethlisberger.
Dan Kreider is number 35. He is the fullback, and he's just trying to protect his quarterback. Kreider's one of those guys. Watch it on the left-hand side. Here he comes. That's a hold. You cannot grab anybody in this game. But when you talk about some outstanding coverage by Washington.
Jerome Bettis comes in as the penalty moves them back to the 10. Here comes the blitz.
There goes the bus.
Bettis picks up 5.
I want to show you what Ben Roethlisberger has done with our pass track. You get an idea as the ball's released. There's the receiver, Hines Ward. He's leading him in a direction. You have to throw to the intersection. You see the trail on the ball. Distance is 31 yards. Led the receiver by 11 feet, and the 11 yards. The thing is the arc into the soft spot of the zone is what is very impressive to me.
You just love the draw.
I love it.
2nd and 15. Bettis trying to turn the corner, driven out of bounds at the 19.
No, you see Bettis run with the football. Deuce Staley has been in this game. He's carried the ball 13 times for 37 yards. This defense of Jacksonville against the run has just been superb.
Well, the other thing, too, is remember, Deuce Staley was off for 4 weeks. You're not expecting him to come in and carry 20, 25 times. They have a rare combination of 2 guys that can give you 25 carries. And Jerome Bettis is, getting a little bit of break, a little bit of roll.
You've got 2 fullbacks in this ball game right now, Kreider and Willie Parker,
for protection.
3rd and 11. Roethlisberger can't find anybody. Now throws to the sideline.
Lee Mays had a shot at it.
Boy, he did and dropped it.
Boy, did he put some zip on this thing. We've got two kids that can just flat throw.
Ben Roethlisberger
is
Roethlisberger's been limping ever since the half started. But I'll tell you, when he's moving up in the pocket, he's not limping. And you want to put some heat on the ball? Watch this, mate. That ball hit him right in the hands. You've got to catch that one, Lee.
He limped in the Dallas game and did well, too.
Gardocki comes on to kick to Allen. Oh, Allen is crushed. Ike Taylor. Holy cow.
Mike, that's
boy,
what
you can see that one coming.
This is called perfect timing. Ike Taylor on Allen. Look, watch it. The catch in the hit. Catch it. I mean, it's that quick.
What a great job by Allen holding on.
Boy, it was.
Jacked up. What is that segment?
I told you it's 3 hour. It's a 3 hour special.
Let's just replay the game.
Yeah.
Not a game for the faint of heart. From the 34. They'll whistle this play dead.
Ball start. Offense. Number 80. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
The first penalty assessed against Jacksonville.
We've seen Ben Roethlisberger throw the ball on pass track. Now here's Byron Leftwich. Watch the velocity on this ball. There you see the distance he has to throw. He's leading the receiver in. That's Troy Anderson. Look at the way it goes right by Ferrier's arm. It's only 8 yards. He led him by 8 yards. 54 miles an hour equals 93 mile an hour fastball in baseball.
Boy, I'll tell you what, this defense is now fired up.
Von Oelhoffen led the charge that time to get Fred Taylor.
And a guy you don't talk about much is Clark Haggans, who number 53. He was there to put the finishing touches. But Von Oelhoffen, excuse me, he's the guy that really makes the play. I mean, it's just amazing how fast this defense is.
If you're going to run that kind of a play, Bill Musgrave, the offensive coordinator, is going to have to add a bootleg off of it to stop people like Haggans from chasing it down on the backside. You want to run them to the perimeters, you better have somebody coming back to hold them.
Fred Taylor, who's the top 10 in the NFL in rushing, averaging 1.9 yards a carry tonight against the number 1 rushing defense in the league. Taylor on the pass gets it up to the 29. Still not back to the original line of scrimmage, which was the 34.
Both of these young quarterbacks maintain a discipline about what they want to do with the football. In 3rd and long, they don't go running around out of the pocket to try and make plays with their legs. They go out and they get it out of their hands and put it in the hands of, you don't know whether Fred Taylor is not able to break a big run for you. Get it in his hands as quickly as possible.
Go after him. Go after him.
They come with a blitz. Right down the middle again. A perfect strike to the rookie, Ernest Wilford. And almost every time they have come on a blitz, the Jaguars have somehow picked it up and Leftwich has thrown a strike.
It's the same blitz. It comes from the right side. Everybody's doing a great job. Maurice Williams, the right tackle. Fred Taylor slides over. And look at Byron Leftwich step into this.
The 15th catch for the rookie out of Virginia Tech.
Yeah, but
and the comparison on Leftwich.
But, Michael, these balls are on target. I mean, you got to catch them.
Taylor swarmed under. Let's check in with Susie.
Well, you saw those great second-half numbers. That's why Byron is known as the comeback kid. He's led 5 game-winning drives, but he told us even though people credit him, it wouldn't be possible if the 10 other guys didn't feel the same way. He says they all have that find a way no matter what mindset. And he said it's been a different guy each game who steps up. Everybody wants to be the guy. That's just Byron being modest.
Boy, he's a nice, pleasant kid and obviously a tremendous talent, Susie.
Hey, the hits he's taking tonight, man, he's not a kid.
Leftwich underneath to Taylor. And Taylor fighting for extra yards. about one shy of a first down. They need to reach the 25.
You know, sometimes in games you see guys, you know, kind of slack off a little bit, take a break. I'm serious. We've seen guys do it. In this game, I'm telling you, every single guy on both offense and defense on both teams are going 100 miles an hour.
If you're in uniform, you're rolling. Here again, good job of dumping the ball up. Let the back go make some plays for you. There was an 11-yard gain just by dumping it off to the back.
If you slack off in this one, somebody's going to make sure you're hospitalized. Huge play here. 3rd and a yard.
I think this will be Pittsburgh offsides.
Byron was just trying to get out of there. No one really hit him. He was just trying to get out of the way.
Obviously, Byron's upset because it's going to go against Jacksonville, possibly. Here we go.
Encroachment. Defense. Number 76. 5-yard penalty. Results in it.
Never trust a quarterback's reaction when he hears referees talking.
Well, Byron Leftwich actually it's Hoke who's the guy that's offside. He makes contact, but Byron, he's just trying to get out of there. He stumbles.
With that knee, he can't hold up very well.
Get out of there. That's the smart part. Get out of there.
Look at the Jaguars. 1 penalty tonight, a 5-yard motion penalty. Playing smart football as a team.
The drive kept alive by the penalty. Fred Taylor. Boy, just nothing there.
Give you an idea what Byron Leftwich has done attacking this Pittsburgh defense. Obviously, you know they get outside. Look at the middle. 3 for 4 at under 15 yards. 3 for 3 down the middle. All to Troy Edwards on big plays. Of course, 1 to Todd Yoder, I'm sorry. But just spreading the ball around. But work in the middle of that football field. If they want to bring safeties, that means there's only one guy someplace out there, and you throw it away from him.
Fred Taylor brought his lunch bucket tonight. 17 carries, 28 yards, -4 in this half. Jimmy Smith went straight down the sideline. Leftwich threw it outside. It's incomplete, and he went down again.
Well, Leftwich saw the blitz coming, and the hot guy was Jimmy Smith, and Jimmy Smith just took off, and he threw the ball behind him. He was just thrown to a spot where Jimmy was supposed to be.
Now, Jimmy Smith coming into this game had 55 catches. Troy Edwards had 33. Jimmy Smith only has 1 tonight, and this has not been a very good team in the red zone. This is an area that Jack Del Rio said they had to get better.
3rd and long. Leftwich screen to Taylor. 1st down. What a great call. The Steelers poured through. Leftwich sold it and lobbed it over the rush.
The Steelers only sent 5 guys. They had 1 blitzing linebacker coming in, but the play that was called was perfect. Everybody else just let Fred Taylor and the offensive line slip out. But the last 3 yards of this is all Fred Taylor, because he's going to be hit before he has the 1st down. Here comes the contact on Fred Taylor right here. Now watch how far he gets after that. It's another 2.5 yards, and he gets the 1st down.
Well, Kyle Brady threw a great block downfield. Taylor gets a couple. Remember the last time the Jaguars were down here? They ran on 1st down, got down inside the 2, and then threw 2 passes that were incomplete and had to go for the field goal.
I still think it's either going to be Fred Taylor or Jimmy Smith down here. To me,
it's not going to be Fred Taylor.
He just went out. Okay, then it's going to be Jimmy Smith or Reggie Williams. Their young rookie, I think, he's number 11.
Leftwich lost the ball, dives on it at the 12. He was going to run, look toward Jimmy Smith. There was nothing there. Then he was going to take off, and the ball just hit somebody, and he couldn't hold it.
He tried to tuck it back in. He saw that he couldn't get it back to the outside. So he's going to try and run with the ball. But the most important thing of all when you're running with the football, make sure you have it.
The Jaguars now with a huge edge in time of possession. almost 50% more, and that's been the Steelers' forte all year.
But you're losing 14-10. It doesn't do any good unless you can get the ball in the end zone.
They're knocking on the door. Four-man rush. Leftwich. That pass had no chance. JAJ Townsend right there to make a tackle, and they'll have to send the field goal team out again.
For the Jacksonville Jaguars to go to the level that they want to go to, they're going to have to become a better red zone scoring football team.
Touchdowns. They've already missed the field goal down here. They're going for their third try.
But if he makes this, it at least puts it into a one-point game, and a field goal, if it stays this way, gives him a chance in the fourth quarter.
Scobie is 1 out of 2. He's hit from 20, missed from 32. This will be from 29. Boy, he's been right with everything tonight. 2 of them have sneaked inside that right upright. 1 of them has missed. And it's a one-point game in Jacksonville.
ESPN Sport Legends presents Wilt Chamberlain. On March 2nd, 1962, Wilt Chamberlain did something that had never been done and may never be done again in an NBA game.
Chamberlain at 75 with 10 minutes to go.
We were going for 100. His record was our record.
In the second half, the team decided that maybe they can get 100, so they were feeding him constantly.
I don't think any of us realized that Wilt was on that much of a tear. Then Dave Zinkoff, Dipper, 82 points, and literally Wilt's eyes lit up.
Back to Ruckwick, into Chamberlain. He made it! He made it! He made it! A Dipper dunk! He made it! The fans are all over the floor. They stopped the game. People are running out on the court. 100 points to Wilt Chamberlain.
Head to the gridiron for NFL Sunday Night Football, where the Oakland Raiders upset their divisional rivals, the Denver Broncos, in the snow. Kerry Collins led the attack, throwing for 339 yards and 4 touchdowns, while Jerry Porter caught 3 of them, including the game winner, as the Raiders won 25-24. ESPN celebrates the Oakland Raiders, our athletes of the week. Oh, suddenly it's December and the NFL on ESPN is into its playoff drive. The wild card picture in the NFC will become much clearer after the Cowboys and the Seahawks battle in a must-win game for both clubs. Cowboys-Seahawks live tonight on ESPN.
Monday Night Countdown at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN. The best place to get ready for Monday Night Football. Then at 9 Eastern, Bill Parcells leads the Cowboys into Seattle to take on Sean Alexander and the Seahawks on Monday Night Football. It's about time for the Seahawks to crank it up for that stretch drive. Kick into the end zone again. Coakley will bring this one out. And Coakley straight up the middle for good yardage across the 30. Now a late flag comes in. Jaguars indicating it's against the Steelers. See if the referees agree.
I love guys. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
That's what they all say.
I know, and they know they did it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. He called it on me because he doesn't like me.
Ferrier's had a full night.
Well, I'd say there's
hasn't everybody.
Oh, I see a football player.
JAJ Townsend.
During the return, personal foul, low block, receiving team, number 33. Pass it into the goal. Pittsburgh keeps the ball. First down.
Russell Stuvance called for a 15-yarder.
Well, no, oh, wait a minute. No. See, this is, I'll tell you, it's a bad call. He's falling down. He has no choice. He was falling down, and he really never meant to hit the guy that low.
You don't have to mean to do anything.
Yeah, but you know,
I agree with you.
Well, it certainly wasn't a dirty play.
No, it was not. It was a terrible call.
Deuce Staley is the running back behind Ben Roethlisberger as the Steelers force back to their 11. Roethlisberger to throw. And caught by Randall L. That was nearly picked off by Mathis. Rashean Mathis thought he had a touchdown, went for the pick, instead gave up a 17-yard gain. That's the end of the third quarter in Jacksonville. It's a one-point thriller.
They're down in 5 from the 32-yard line. The pass is caught by Isaac Cruz, who loses the ball after picking up the first down, and it is picked up and run all the way back for a touchdown.
Trade away an all-star center.
The defense from Christie. Bryant tries it again. Christie played him beautifully, but Bryant wouldn't take no for an answer.
Great job by that offensive line.
This to take the lead from 42.
They blocked it.
It was Langston Walker.
What a huge, huge play.
We head to the gridiron for NFL Sunday Night Football, where the Oakland Raiders upset their divisional rivals, the Denver Broncos, in the snow. Kerry Collins led the attack, throwing for 339 yards and 4 touchdowns, while Jerry Porter caught 3 of them, including the game winner, as the Raiders won 25-24. ESPN celebrates the Oakland Raiders, our athletes of the week.
There has been playoff intensity in this one for a game that has a lot of potential playoff meaning. The Steelers with home field advantage on the line. If they can continue to win, the Jaguars would jump into that second wild card spot if they can pull the upset tonight over the Steelers. We start the fourth quarter in a 1-point ball game. Deuce Staley gets about 8 up to his own 38-yard line.
On that play at the end of the quarter, Ben Roethlisberger got lucky. What he does is he gets out here, and he doesn't get a whole lot on this throw to the outside. And that's Antoine Randall. That's Mathis right there. Mathis is going to close on it. He's already breaking towards the ball. Now, if Randall doesn't come back a little bit, that's gone the other way for 7.
Rashean thought he had the interception. Instead, it was an 18-yard gain. Roethlisberger, play action, in trouble. Never had a chance. Jason Gilden, another former Steeler, did not even look at the fake.
No, they really didn't. They were coming on a blitz, and when you come on a blitz, you go through the back to the blitz. Take a look at this. They just forget about everything that's in front of them except the quarterback. And then Jason Gilden, they didn't block him. I mean, first of all, I didn't like the call in this intense of a football game.